Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Monday, down. Right 80. They can't hang with that. 29. That's it.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Raider 2. 694.
From the 30 on second down, Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Right down. Check 3.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Bomber, 22-jet bomber. Go, go. Get it.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. This is caught by Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On third and long, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, here's Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go.
Complete to Corey Davis.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike's 54. Mike's 734. Hey, check. Right there.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Henry. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
That's it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing now is Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, Jacobs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
93.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Carr. He's got it to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Carr come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
6:37.
Hey, seam 6.
Now Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Titans.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tackle.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, and it's 3rd down.
Ready to break.
I'm going to come back to you.
Ready.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First down,
Ready?
Tennessee.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
Go.
Now it's Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, wahoo! Back.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
7:34.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is... Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Watch the safety creep. Out, out, out.
80 weapons.
Watch that.
Here's Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Right there.
They'll run with Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 31, Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Raider 2.
Get wide.
X3. 218. Chopper.
He's coming, double up.
Carr going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Down. 70. Indy.
Mike, 54. Here we go. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
61. Matchbox lights. Big river, big river.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get the ball.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
132 fighter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Get it.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Go Chief. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 3.
Blue draw quarter.
29. That's it.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Carr to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Hey, 734.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, exit.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
To throw, it's Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
6-man.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Ready? 60 or. Snap.
Draw play. This is Henry. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
On 4th down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Raiders, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.